If you're a man past 60, pay close attention. The biggest risk older men face today isn't losing money, declining health, or being alone. The real danger is letting the wrong woman enter your life and quietly drain your peace. What I'm about to say may be uncomfortable, but it could save you years of emotional stress and regret. Listen until the end, because once you understand these truths, relationships will never look the same again. Let's be honest. After 60, life isn't about impressing anyone. It's not about chasing thrills, proving masculinity, or filling loneliness at any price. At this stage, your most valuable currency is your peace, your time, your health, your limited resources. Yet many older men gamble all of that the moment they get into a relationship, assuming companionship will bring happiness. Sometimes it does. But for many, it becomes the start of problems they never saw coming. Reason number 1. Emotional burden becomes one-sided. Younger men have the stamina to deal with constant emotional needs. Older men usually don't. After decades of responsibility, sacrifice, pressure, and expectations, most men crave quiet, not emotional babysitting. Modern relationships often require endless reassurance, conflict management, emotional availability, solving problems you didn't create. What begins as affection becomes emotional labor. You start tiptoeing around feelings just to avoid conflict. That isn't love. It's emotional fatigue disguised as intimacy. At first, the attention feels good. Conversation feels stimulating. But slowly, expectations increase. Your silence becomes suspicious. Your independence becomes rejection. Your peace becomes negotiable. And the calm you worked your whole life for starts slipping away. Reason number 2. Quiet financial vulnerability. This isn't about being stingy. It's about reality. After 60, income is often fixed. Your savings are for stability, healthcare, and emergencies, not relationship maintenance. A girlfriend brings financial expectations even if they're unspoken. Dinners, gifts, trips, shared bills, medical costs, emotional guilt spending. Individually, they seem harmless, but over years, they drain retirement savings and reduce long-term security. At 30 or 40, you can recover financial losses. At 60 plus, you often cannot. Peace comes from knowing you're safe and stable, not from performing generosity. Reason number 3, loss of freedom. Before a relationship, your routine belongs to you. You wake up when you want. You rest when you want. You spend time how you choose. Add a girlfriend and suddenly everything becomes negotiation. Your quiet time, your hobbies, your sleep schedule, your independence. Many older men think loss of freedom is normal relationship sacrifice. But at this stage in life, then freedom isn't optional. It's necessary for physical and mental health. Your nervous system demands rest, routine, predictability. When those rhythms are disrupted, resentment builds. Not toward her, but toward losing yourself. Reason number 4. Modern dating expectations clash with older male psychology. Today's dating culture expects constant texting, emotional transparency, instant replies, emotional hand-holding. Most older men grew up valuing space and independence. This mismatch creates tension. You get labeled emotionally unavailable when you're simply living at a healthy pace. Pressure builds. Boundaries soften. Identity erodes. Resentment quietly follows. Reason number 5, loneliness is misunderstood. Many older men think a girlfriend will fix loneliness. But loneliness after 60 is rarely about lack of romance. It's about lack of purpose, structure, engagement. Meaning, a relationship cannot compensate for emptiness inside. When romance becomes your only emotional anchor, loneliness returns stronger. True fulfillment comes from self-respect, peace, purpose, health, meaningful routine, not dependency. This doesn't mean women are harmful. It means the cost-benefit changes dramatically after 60. What once brought excitement now brings obligation. Wisdom is knowing when something subtracts more than it adds. Many men stay in relationships because they fear being alone. But solitude, when chosen, is not loneliness. Solitude is peace, sovereignty, and control of time and environment. That freedom becomes priceless later in life. In the next part, we'll go deeper into hidden psychological traps older men fall into and healthier alternatives for fulfillment after 60. Because by this age, most men aren't seeking excitement anymore. They're seeking relief. Relief from pressure, expectations, emotional noise. And often, a girlfriend becomes the opposite of relief. One of the most dangerous traps senior men fall into is confusing attention for respect. Attention feels flattering at first, but attention fades. Respect endures. Older men tolerate emotional volatility because it feels better than silence. But peaceful silence is healthier than dramatic affection. Emotional unpredictability drains the nervous system. Stress affects blood pressure, sleep, digestion, heart health. Peace becomes a medical necessity. A deeper danger is shifting roles. Older men slowly transform into problem solver, emotional stabilizer, financial anchor. You give more than you receive, not from love but habit, because you spent decades providing. But at 60, carrying emotional burdens is not strength. It's self-neglect. Real strength now is choosing peace without justification. Identity erosion is another subtle threat. Alone, you know yourself. In a relationship, you begin negotiating identity, adjusting habits, filtering thoughts, shrinking boundaries. Little compromises pile up until you barely recognize the man you were. Modern dating often punishes calm masculinity. Men who don't perform emotionally get labeled distant. Men who protect their peace get shamed as selfish. No man wins that game. The most fulfilled men after 60 are not chasing romance. They are protecting their energy. They choose quality over stimulation, quiet over chaos, clarity over confusion. They live life on their terms. If avoiding relationships protects your peace, what it is not avoidance. It is wisdom. Before inviting someone into your life, ask just one question. Does this bring peace or pressure? If the answer is pressure, walk away peacefully. Because the greatest relationship you will ever have after 60 is with your own peace. If this message resonates, stay connected to this channel. Not because these truths are popular, but because they are necessary.